Alright, so this is one of those videos. Now, you don't need to watch the rest of this if you are familiar with what's going on in New Genesis and you're conscious of what you need to do and all that. This is just a friendly reminder. We got at least a week, roughly around a week, depending on when I release this video, to prep yourself for the new update. That's pretty much it. Now, if you're not familiar with what's going on, I have a separate video upper right hand corner or in the description that kind of covers some key points you would want to do before the update kicks in. This video is to kind of briefly run through that. I'm not going to be as thorough, but pretty much the thing is there's a bunch of the seasonal events going on, and then there's a bunch of other things that you would want to do. Specifically, to keep it simple, just do the stuff over here on the right side of this taskbar, the limited time missions. Obviously, you want to do your weeklies as well, but the limited ones are limited. It's gonna expire on December 6th, 2022. Guess what? The giant update that's kicking in for New Genesis, or at least the volcano area release and all the shabazz that comes with it, it will kick in during that time frame. Note that I don't know if Sega's gonna go into early maintenance, so just be aware that I will release another video maybe a day before the 6th. Just to remind you guys again about this event and to really capitalize on it. So pretty much you read this, you do what it tells you to do. If you have any question, comment, concerns, put it down below. The big thing is, even though I released a video prior to this one, stressing on doing it, the problem is I did not calculate how long it would take to complete one of these. This one in particular, to complete the daily task 2-1, it wants you to complete 120. This was, I don't remember when they added this one, but the thing is, if you try to work on that now, you won't be able to do it, especially since you only got roughly around maybe 7 days to try to do it. And then if you look at the daily tasks you have, I don't know if they count the seasonal one. Let's pretend it doesn't count it. So 5 times 7, 35. You only scratch the mark of that certain task over here. So you won't be able to get it, but there are, once again, other ways to get a bunch of seasonal points. You just kill a bunch of stuff, or you can go to the limited time quest. I already made a separate video for that as well, upper right hand corner or in the description. Notes that there's time skips, so you can get past the opinion part of me like kind of stabbing at it. But the thing is, yeah, there's other ways to get seasonal points. It's not a big deal if you can't complete some of these. The big ones I will stress on though is the expedition ones. This one might be a bit of an issue to deal with. Granted that it depends on where you're at in the game. If you're still playing the game and whatnot, you won't. If you're able to give yourself ample amount of time by the time you see this video, you might be able to get to end game and kind of get some of these. The reason why I bring this up is because there's a particular quest over here, unless you decide to go with the other option, which is to do, actually no, this one. Where are you? Yeah, so there's this one, which is clear the Ordinal Tower. I did make a separate video of my own kind of talking about that tower. And then there's also the Bunker Type 2, which I have not really tried Type 2. I think I only did Type 1. But there's this one, and then there's also this one, which is you have to have 2,924 battle power or higher to get this completed. It gives you a bunch, well, it gives you capsules, it gives you the prep ticket, but some of these you might complete or might not. Depends on your situation, depends on when you actually start doing stuff. May be hard, may not be hard. Once again, this is very situational depending on where you're at. But yeah, so once you get these seasonal points, you can use it over here. You can go to this shop. It has a bunch of welfare stuff. It has some passes you can use for the scratch weapons that you can most likely use temporarily until you get to the new region, or use them however you see fit. There's a bunch of other items down here as well. They have some motions, some free-to-play cosmetics and accessories and whatnot you can get. Not the best, but I mean, it's something. Then not only that, they do have a weapon camo selection as well. If you go through this particular NPC's quest line, you can find this NPCs in the main hub areas for the various regions. You can easily acquire these. Not only can you get it through there, you can also get it through here, through the scratch. Note that this scratch is tied in with this sort of event as well. It will be gone on December 6th, 2022. So when it comes to this, you can get these passes from doing the limited time quest, or you can get them by buying it from this event shop over here. You can see that some of the camels that's within that exchange shop over there with that NPC, they're over here as well. A big thing I would say, out of all the camels, you may want to get these two. There's some more camels a bit further down this list, but it just gives you a bunch of stuff. There are some cosmetic stamps, some other weapon camos, star gem chances, augment boosters, some lobby action. I think there's only one lobby action, or emote, some pass accessories from previous scratches, some other things as well, or from mission passes. I don't know where exactly. But the thing is, bunch of goodies that you could most likely use without having to spend a certain currency. But other than that, you may want to stock up. Another thing you may want to do, walk around or try to look around the map, try to get these randomites green materials so you can trade in, or just stock up on resources so you can do upgrades when the time comes, when you transition from the certain rarities now to the newer rarities, etc, etc. So once again, if you have any question, comment, concerns, put it down below. The previous video kind of goes more into details about some of the snippets, things that I briefly mentioned in this video. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.